To my channel. Here we're going to be working on this mechanical drawing problem, as we have it that the sketch on in figure 3 shows part of a tool setting gauge. Part B is fitted to part A with a washer C and a bolt D. Okay, so where we have the diagrams and we have the different parts, and this is part A. Okay, so this is part A, which is the plan, and then we have part B. This is part B, and then here we have part C, which is the washer, and then part D is the bolt. Then this is the front elevation, though it is not indicated, but this is the front elevation. Then on the next page, so we have the questions that we are to answer here, as we have here that draw full size and a first angle orthograph projection, the assembled part with part B at its maximum height. Showing the question A, we have sectional front elevation along plane MM. Question B, right end elevation, and question C is the plan. So we are going to have a video for each of this problem, as we have 3 questions that we have to answer. We are going to have a video for question A, for question B, and for question C. Now, so we are going to start with question A. Alright, so question A is about sectional front elevation along plane MM. So where is plane MM? So let me bring the question. So as we have it here, alright, so we need to position it like this so that you can see what we are to work on. Okay, so looking at what we have here, in the plan, so the cutting plane is placed in the plan. So this is cutting plane MM, and then when the cutting plane goes like this, it means that we cut the whole object, and then based on direction of the arrows on this cutting plane, it means that we have to take away this part. I want to see what we have left on this part here. So that is what we have here. But mind you, we are to place this adjustable vertical slide block together with this, and then we are putting this washer and the bolt, we are putting them inside, as you can see it here. All right, so what we have to do first is to replicate this particular front elevation. As I said, that this is the front elevation, this is the plan. So we have to replicate this front elevation as we see it here. Then we bring in this part. So this is the end elevation of this part as we have here. Okay, so we are bringing in this part, so attached to this, and then we put in the washer, we put in the bolt. That is what we have to do. So I'll be talking about the dimensions as we go on. So let's start. Now, the first thing to do is that we are going to draw a horizontal line. So we need enough space. So we draw horizontal line. So I will come down like this and draw a horizontal line here. So let me come down more. So we draw horizontal line here like this. Okay, so we have this horizontal line. What we want to do is to replicate this shape first. That's what we want to do first. Okay, so looking at the total distance from here to here, it is given to us in the plan as 75 millimeters. So before we take that 75 millimeters, we have to come to this end here. Okay, so we draw a vertical line. So draw a vertical line up like this, and then on this line, on the horizontal, I will take a measurement of 75 millimeters. So 75 millimeters from here. So this is 75 millimeters here. So at this point, I'm going to draw a vertical line again. So I will draw a vertical line here like this. Okay, now look at the shape that we have here. This shape that we have here, we have that from here to here is 15, and then from here to here is also 15. Okay, and then this line inclined at an angle 45. This also inclined at an angle 45 degrees. So let's get that 15 first. So I will take a measurement of 15 millimeters here. So this is 15 millimeters, and then coming to this end, I will also take 15 millimeters. So this is 15 millimeters here. And then the midpoint of that 75. So if we divide 75 by 2, that will give us 37.5. So 37.5 millimeters. Okay. All right. So we take a measurement of 37.5. So this is 37.5 millimeters. So as we have here, so 37.5 millimeters. So at this point, I'm going to draw a vertical center line. So just to take it up a bit. So this is the vertical center line. It's okay. So this vertical center line that I drew here is for this line that we have here at this point. Now for this 15 that we have taken, so let's first of all get this 6 that we have here to produce this shape. So this 6 that we have here, so we are going to, but before that, so we need to locate this line, this horizontal line that we have here, and its distance from the base here is 25. So let's take a measurement of 25 millimeters. I will take it from this end. So this is 25 millimeters. So I'm going to draw horizontal line. So I will draw horizontal line here. So this is the horizontal line. So having taken the measurement of that 25, so the next thing that I'm going to do is that, so that's 6 millimeters that we have in the drawing. So I will take 3 millimeters. So 3 millimeters to this side. So this is 3 millimeters. And coming here, I will also take 3 millimeters. So we have this. So at this point, I'm going to draw a vertical line. So here we draw a vertical line down here. And here we also draw a vertical line down. So because we are still going to draw the plan, that's why I projected it down. And then the next thing that we are going to do here, is that if you look at this distance that we have here from here to here, it is not given to us. It is not given, but for us to get this point, we need to draw this line at an 45 degree to the horizontal. Once it touches this line, so we have it. We don't have to take that measurement. So this is my 45 degree set square. I will place it at this point, and then I will draw this line. So it touches it here. Okay, then I will take it to this side at that same 15. So I will draw the line. So it touches it here. So that's it. So we have completed that part. As you can see, the shape here as drawn here has been replicated here. Now let's go for the next thing. So next thing is for us to locate this line, for us to draw this line, and this line from the base here is 50 millimeters. The distance from the base is 50 millimeters, and then for us to get this point, so from this line, once we draw this line, we have to take a measurement of 15 millimeters down so that we can have this line. Okay, so what we have to do now is that, so we come onto this line. Okay, from here we take a measurement of 50 millimeters. Then I will take 15 millimeters down at once. So this is 15. So what I need to do here now is to draw the horizontal line. So I will draw a horizontal line like this. Okay, then I have that 15 here. So I've already have that 15. So then the next thing that I'm going to do is that, so for us to get this point on this line, we have to take a measurement of 25. So from here inward. So I will take the measurement now. So 25 millimeters. So this is 25 millimeters here. Alright, so we join these 2 points together to get this line. So we join the lines together. Okay, so now, so we have this particular shape, though we are not done. We still have this part, and then we still have this also. So for us to get this line from here to here, it is 3 millimeters. 3 millimeters. So let's take that 3 millimeters. So I will come down here. So take a measurement of 3 millimeters. So this is 3 millimeters. So I will draw this line as a vertical line. So draw this line as a vertical line. So I will even take it up. So I will tell you the reason why I'm taking it up. So it goes up like this. Alright, so having drawn this line, the next thing that I'm going to do is that now, so let's work on this part, because we are placing it here, and then we put the washer, we put the bolt. So we are done with this part. The next thing that we are going to do, I want us to bring this in. So before we produce this, because this is where we are going to insert the bolt, and then the washer will also be outside, but you see what I'm going to do, that this thing is very simple. Now so let's work on this. The thickness of this from here to here is 15 millimeters. But most importantly, we need to locate this point. This center line, we need to locate it. So what we have to do first now is to locate the center line here. Once we get the center line, so here we'll be able to place this. So The distance of this center line here from this line is 12 millimeters. So I will come up here, take a measurement of 12 millimeters. So this is 12 millimeters, and I'm going to draw a horizontal center line. So it goes like this. Alright, so we have the horizontal center line here. So having drawn the horizontal center line, so the next thing that I'm going to do is that, so I will now look at this now. So this distance of this center line from the base here is given as 15 millimeters. So I will take a measurement from this center. I will take 15 millimeters down. 15 millimeters down. So this is 15 millimeters. Okay, then I'm going to draw horizontal line. So the horizontal line goes like this. Now, so having drawn the horizontal line, so I will now come to this point here. This point on this line, I will take 15 millimeters outward, which is the thickness of this adjustable vertical slide. The thickness from here to here is 15. So that 15 that I've taken, so is for this distance from here to here. So at this point where I've taken that 15 millimeters, so I'm going to draw a vertical line. So here I will draw a vertical line here. So that is the reason why I drew this vertical line, because it's going to be part of this. It's laying on this surface. So just let me extend this a bit. So we draw this. All right, so having done that, the next thing that I'm going to do is that we need to, what is the distance from here up? So it is 85 millimeters. The distance is 85 millimeters. So so let's take that measurement of 85 millimeters from here. So 85 millimeters. So this is 85 millimeters. So here I'm going to draw a horizontal line at this point. So we draw a horizontal line to this side. Okay, so having done that, the next thing that we are going to do is that, so let's work on this curve. Let us work on this curve. For us to get the center of this curve and this circle, we have to take a measurement of 30 millimeters. So to get the center, so from this point here, I will take a measurement of 30 millimeters. So this is 30 millimeters. And at this point, I'm going to draw a vertical center line. So a vertical center line. So we have it like this. Okay. So we have this. Now, having done that, the next thing that we are going to do is that we need to draw the curve. And before we can draw the curve, so we need to locate this center line. So the center line, so this center line, this horizontal center line from this point, so it is 12 millimeters. So I will take a measurement of 12 millimeters. But before I take that measurement of 12 millimeters, so the radius of this curve of this semicircle is 12 millimeters. So I'll just take my compass at once, take a measurement of 12 millimeters on the ruler. 12 millimeters on the ruler. This is 12 millimeters. So I'll place it at this point here on this line. So make an arc to locate the center. Then I will put at this point. So at this point here, and I will draw a semicircle as it is shown in the diagram. So you can see that I've drawn the semicircle. So this is the semicircle like this. Okay, so we have the semicircle here. All right, so having done that, we also have a circle inside. So a circle that we have inside here, its radius, its diameter is 12, its radius is 6 as we are given. So I will take a measurement of 6 millimeters here. So that circle is has a very small radius. So I put at this point and gently draw the circle. So it goes like this. Alright, so we have been able to draw the circle as we see it in diagram. So what I'm to do now is that I'm going to join. So this point, I will join it together. So with this point, so making it a thick line at once here. So we have this, okay. Alright, so we have done that. So then the next thing that we are going to do now as we proceed is that look at the hole that we have here. So we have this hole here. So we have been able to okay, so we have been able to get a little part of it. Though we have not completed, but let's work on it now. From this center, from this center line that we have here, the distance of this center line is 25. So they are 25 millimeters apart. So we are going to take a measurement of 25 millimeters. So from this center line here, I will take a measurement of 25 millimeters up. Okay, so this is 25 millimeters up. Okay, now then looking at what we have here, so we have that, if you look at this, so the diameter of this semicircle here, also this semicircle, is 10 millimeters. Okay, meaning that from the center here to this side is 5, from here to here is 5. Okay, so we have to take 5 millimeters down, so 5 millimeters down and 5 millimeters up after this 25 that we have taken. So what I mean is this. So if I draw this line as a center line up here, so we have this. So I will now take a measurement of 5 millimeters from this center line up, 5 millimeters up. This is 5 millimeters up. Then I will come down here and take 5 millimeters down. So this is 5 millimeters down. Then here I'm going to draw this line, this horizontal line from here to here, and I will also draw a horizontal line from here to here. All right, so we have that. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do, now is that we need to place this washer on this surface here. We have to place this washer on this surface, and then we also place this bolt over the washer. Now, the thickness of the washer is 3 millimeters, while its diameter is 24 millimeters. It's 24 millimeters. So what we have to do now, so the center line on the washer here is the same as this center line. So we are making use of this center line. So what we have to do is that we divide 24 by 2. 24 by 2 will give us 12 millimeters. So we have to take a measurement of 12 millimeters down. So 12 millimeters down. So here we have 12 millimeters. So this is 12 millimeters here. Okay. Then we take 12 millimeters up from there, that's 24. So this is 12 millimeters. So at this point, I'm going to draw a horizontal line. Okay. And here also I will draw a horizontal line like this. Okay, then the thickness of the washer is 3 millimeters. So I take a measurement of 3 millimeters here. So this is 3 millimeters. So here I will draw. So I will draw a vertical line at this point. Okay, so we have placed the washer there. So the next thing that we are going to do is to create, because by the time the bolt enter in here, this head of the bolt, which is an hexagonal bolt, so it will be laid on the washer. So what we have to do now is to create this head of the bolt. So we are told that the distance across corners of this hexagon is 20. So what we have to do now is that, so we extend this center line. To the right side. Okay, so we extend to the right side. So at this point, I'm going to draw a vertical center line like this. All right, so then I will take my compass, divide that 20, that is distance across corners, by 2. So, and that will give us 10. So it gives us 10. So for that 10, I'm going to put the pinpoint on my compass here and draw a semicircle. So I only need a semicircle. So this semicircle now, I will now divide into 6 equal parts. So this is, so we have this point. So we have the points on it. So what I'm going to do now, into 3. Also I need to put it here into 6. So we have this. All right, so I divided it into a number of equal parts. So I will join this together. So join these 2 points together, and then I will join. I will join this point together. So these 2 points, I will join them together like this, and I will also join this point together. Okay, I only need these ones that I've done. So that's what we need. So what I'm going to do now is that, so looking at the thickness of the hexagon, it is 6. So I need to take a measurement of 6 millimeters on this line. So I will take 6 millimeters on this line. This is 6 millimeters here. So here I'm going to draw a vertical line. So here we have the vertical line here. So the next thing that I'm going to do is that, so from this point here, from this point on the hexagon, okay, so I will draw a horizontal line. Okay, so draw a horizontal line like this. Okay, then coming to this point, I will also draw horizontal line here. Then coming to this point here, I will draw horizontal line. Then at this point, I will draw horizontal line. Okay, so you can see what we have done. Alright, so what we have to do now is to shape the head of the hexagonal boat. As you can see it here, so we have small curves on it. So I usually make use of my French curve to do that. Okay, so it is just a small boat. So I usually use my French curve to do this. So I just set it like this, and then so draw the curve. Okay, so draw the curve like this, and then coming to this side. So coming to this side, I will also draw the curve here. Okay, so we have the curve on it, and then so coming to, so this part here, so the middle one, which is more larger than the ones that we have done, so I will draw the curve. So draw the curve like this. Alright, so you can see. Okay, so now, so let's just okay, so we make this line a thick line a bit, and then this line is a thick line, so it combines both the washer and the boat together, and this line also will be a thick line. Okay, from here to here, even down here. So we have the washer, so laid on the, so this is okay. So we also make this line a thick line from here to here. This line will be a thick line. This line will also be a thick line, and this line is also a thick line, and then we also make this line thick. So you can see that the washer and the boat, you can see them clearly. So what we are left to do now, so after that, after this, we have just one more thing to do, is to show that the boat is in here. Okay, so what we have here for the boat, so from this line where we have this 3, as we have 3 here, the line, that line 3 is here. So we have that the depth of this hole, okay, so M10 by 20 deep. So the boat is M10. The boat is M10 as is indicated here, that M10 times 1.5. Okay, so we have what we have, M10 by 20 deep. So the depth is 20 as we have here. So we have to take a measurement of that 20. So that 20, we are taking it from this 3. So this is the 20 that we have here. So we take this 20. So this is 20 as we have it here. Okay. Then after that 20, so we have to take a measurement of 3. So we take a measurement of 3. So 3 millimeters forward. So this is 3 millimeters. Okay. Then we also take another 3 millimeters. Alright, so that 3 we are not taking it now. So then what we have to do here is to draw a vertical line at this point. So we make a vertical line, just a short line. Okay, at this point, so we draw a vertical line. So there is something that we need to do. We need to look at the length of the boat thread. So the length of the boat thread from here to here is 35. So we need to do a simple calculation. So this is 35, and then so that distance is being taken from this line. So from this line, so we have to take a measurement of 35 millimeters forward from this line. So from this line on the boat, so okay, so we take 35 millimeters forward. So looking at this, Okay. All right, so this is okay. So this is line 35. So we have the line here, so which is 35 millimeters. Okay, and then so for the bolt, so the thickness is 10. So we take 5 down from the center line. So 5 millimeters down and 5 millimeters up. So we draw this horizontal line. So we draw a horizontal line. So from here to here, and we also draw horizontal line from here to here. All right, so we have this. All right, so we have this. Okay, so then the other part that we have here, so we need to take 1 millimeter down. So 1 millimeter down on the bolt. So 1 millimeter down of the bolt. Then we come up here, we take 1 millimeter up. Okay, so here I'm going to draw horizontal line. Here we draw horizontal line. Okay, so we extend it forward, and then we come up here on that 1 millimeter. So we draw horizontal line, so we extend it forward. Okay, so we have what we have this now. All right, so we have this, and then so the next thing that I'm going to do is that so we are to so this 3 millimeters that we have here, so we have this. Okay, so we draw this line. Okay, so then the next thing that I'm going to do is that so we take 3 millimeter forward. We have to take that 3 millimeter forward to get the shape that we have there. So this is 3 millimeter. So we need to draw or locate the midpoint. Okay, so I will now join this point here. So join this point so together with this point, and then I will join these this point together with this. So we have the shape as we see it there. So this line will now be a thick line. So we make this line a thick line because this sectional view, as a part of it is cut off, a part of the whole body is cut off. So we see this boat clearly. So we see it clearly. Okay. So that's why I'm making this line a thick line. Okay. And then so another thing that we have here, so we have a curve on the top of the bolt. So I'll just use my French curve to produce the curve. So joining these 2 points together like this. So this is how easy it is. Okay, so we have the bolt in place. All right, so having fixed the bolt inside, so what I'm to do now is to bring out some part of the object that will be thickened. So let me do that while I pause the video. All right, the next thing that we have to do is to hash the surface that we need to hash here. So we are going to hash this surface. So we leave the bolt washer unhashed. Okay, then we are also going to hash this part. So then both of them will be hashed in different direction. So let me do that. Also, I'll pause the video and do that. Then when I'm done, you will see how it should look. All right, this is the sectional front elevation. So we hash this part as you see it here, and you have to hash this part also in different direction using 45 degrees squares. As simple as I've done it here. Let's meet on that of the next question, which is for the right end elevation. Thank you and God bless you.